look at this. It looks so good. I'm so excited. I am super excited today. Have you seen the snow? Woohoo! Oh, it just looks so fantastic. Just look at this. Look at this wall. It just changes all the shapes of everything. So I'm walking up Shuttling Slough, which is a hill of about 500 metres near me, and it is covered in snow and there's nobody about because all the roads are closed, and luckily I've got snow tyres and I managed to get here. Actually the roads weren't too bad, so I am super excited to get up, find some brilliant compositions, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Glove, really important. Okay, so from my first shot, I've set up and found this tree, and what I'm trying to do is I'm going to compose this tree, but think about the trees in the background. Can you see just on the ridge there in the background there's some trees that I don't want to cover by this tree, and because the snow on the ground is making quite a uniform sort of colour and tone through into the sky, that tree stands out a lot better than it would do if the background was green. So it means that I'm not having to worry too much about where it crosses the horizon. So I did actually walk up the hill a little bit and look down on it and see if I could isolate it in the field there, but I've decided that it's just best as it is really. So I'm going to take a quick shot here and then I'm going to hike a bit further up. Yeah, and I've got my camera on 30mm, it's f8, and it's just, whoa, the clouds are amazing. These snow clouds just look so gorgeous, and the sun hasn't risen yet, so I'm going to take one before sunrise, and then hopefully when I come back down again I'll take one post sunrise, and it's going to illuminate those clouds, and they're going to look spectacular. Who really doesn't get any better than this? Wow.
When we're sober, we're so afraid of getting bored. When we're sober, it's a different.
It's just getting better and better now. So what I've got is I've just gone a little bit lower. So always remember, it's really interesting how just a small difference in your camera position can make a big difference to the scene. So I've moved down to try and include some of these grasses, but when I move up I include that wall. So I've got to try and get to the right position to be able to get that wall that's in the sun over there, or the grasses here. But this tree is just a great sort of anchor to the right hand side of the image, which then leads your eye in, and the sun is just cast really nice on this grass, well not grass anymore, snow in the foreground, and the shadows because of the low sun just look spectacular. Now if we just come a little bit further round, now it's really tempting to take this image here, because this just looks, if I just move out of the way, this just looks amazing, but I can't find a composition. So just because something looks amazing doesn't mean that it's generally going to make an amazing picture. So look for those things that are going to make an amazing picture, not necessarily the things that look amazing, that are good scenes. Because really what you want to do is try and find something that's really simple in composition, and then you're going to get a cracking image. Okay, I'm going to take this shot. There's no filters, super simple, lowest ISO, there's hardly any wind, and I have got it on f10. Amazing. It's just going to get better this morning as the sun just lights up these clouds. It's just getting better and better.
Where do we go, yeah? Where do we go, when we're sober? We're so afraid of getting bored when we're sober. It's a different life when it's over. Don't feel attached to anyone when I'm sober. It's someone else's life. I can't go on.
Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to stop here. I've just taken a shot of my iPhone, and I'm definitely going to take it out. Ideally, the sun would be coming out and casting some light on these reeds. And although I'm shooting into the sun, I shouldn't worry about that too much because it's just off to the left of my camera, and often you can get some of the best shots there. So I'm just going to set this up and see what I can get. Okay, it's 24mm. I was going to put my wider angle lens on, but I don't think I need it. I'm just waiting for the clouds. I don't want to break in the clouds right at the top of my photo to sort of distract the eye, so I'm just waiting for the clouds to move along a little bit. Okay, I think we're good now. So 24mm, I'm going to focus on the mountain, f13, and I'm going to protect my camera from the lens. I've got it on a 3-second timer. It's great on the Nikon actually. You can set a function to set a timer delay on the Nikon 810. I'm sure it's the same on the 850. Protecting it from the wind. Let's have a look at that. Good. Done. So that was really good. It worked really well, and I've got a great shot now. What you need to be super careful of is when you're doing this is making sure that you don't massively underexpose it because of the snow, because your camera automatic exposure can get confused. So what I have it on is aperture priority, and then I expose it and then use the exposure compensation dial to just do a few different exposures. You can bracket as well and just automatically do 5 brackets, which would be equally as well. Okay, I'm going to continue up the mountain. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So, look at this line here. This is just the unfortunately, I've just walked down there. Bad, it's so bad. I've walked down there and I've created some little bits of snow that have just rolled on to the line. But this line up to the cairn at the top, and then the rocks and the background mountains are in shadow, just looks so good. So I'm gonna turn my camera around, do a portrait of this. Be really careful about the highlights, and it's all about simplicity, this shot. Okay, here we go. This is just amazing. I just love conditions like this. Whilst I'm just sort of wandering here and thinking about what I'm going to shoot next, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about some workshops that I've got coming up this year, if you don't mind. So they've been really popular, my workshops that I did at the end of last year. So I've got 2 residential workshops, one in the beautiful Lake District for 4 days and one in Skye in some amazing pods. Both accommodations are just incredible. The details are on my website, and they're going to be residential days with a group of just 4 people, and it's just really exciting, and we're just going to have a great adventure. So if you're interested in one of those, then check out my website. There's probably a link here, and you know, I'd really appreciate that. Whoa, well, this has just been such an amazing day. Whoa, just can't believe the conditions I got today to take Shuttling Slow behind me there. I'm really going to remember it as a real special outing. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.